Om Shanti. Madhuvan Murli, 2023, November 18. Today's Mahabhagya. Essence. Sweet children have great interest in doing the service of changing human beings into deities. However, in order to do this service, you need to have deep dharana yourself. Today's question: how do souls become deity? Which dot are souls covered with? Answer: souls become deity by having remembrance of friends and relatives. The number one rubbish is body consciousness, and then the rubbish of greed and attachment being. Souls become covered with the dot of the voices. Then they forget to have remembrance of the Father and are unable to do service. Song: my heart desires to call out to you. Om Shanti. Details. This song is very good. You children give this guarantee. After listening to you, I feel like sharing this knowledge with others. Some children do have remembrance, and that is also essential. Some would have remembrance and would also have met Baba. It is said that a handful out of multi-millions come and claim this inheritance. Your intellects have now become very broad and unlimited. The Father would surely have also come 5,000 years ago to teach you Raj Yoga. First of all, you have to explain who spoke the knowledge, because that is the biggest mistake. The Father has explained that the Gita, the jewel, the mother of all the scripture, is the scripture of Bharat. It is just that people have forgotten who spoke the Gita, the jewel, the mother of all scripture. Definitely sing, "Oh God, come." God definitely does come to create the new pure world. He is the Father of the world, is he not? Devotees sing, when you come, we are able to receive happiness and peace. Happiness and peace are two things. In the golden age, there is definitely happiness there, but all the rest of the souls are in the land of peace. This introduction has to be given in the new world. There is new Bharat, new kingdom of Rama. There is happiness in that world, and this is why there is praise of the kingdom of Rama. If that is called the kingdom of Rama, this has to be called the kingdom of Ravan, because there is sorrow here. There is happiness there. The Father comes and gives happiness. Everyone else receives peace in the land of peace. The Father is the bestower of peace and happiness. Here there is peacelessness and sorrow. So let this knowledge trickle into your intellect. A very good stage is needed for this. Even little children are taught this, but they cannot explain the meaning. This has to be imbibed very deeply, so that if anyone asks you any questions, you can explain to them. A very good stage is needed. Otherwise, due to body consciousness, anger or attachment, you sometimes continue to fall. Some even write, Baba, today I fell due to anger. Today I fell due to greedy. When your stage becomes strong, there will be no question of falling. There will be a lot of interest in doing the service of changing human beings into deities. This song is very good. Baba, when you come, we will become very happy. The Father definitely has to come. Otherwise, Who would make the impure world pure? Krishna is a bodily being. You cannot give his name or the names of Brahma, Vishnu, or Shankar for this. People sing, "Oh purifier, come." So you should ask them to, whom did you say this? Whom is the purifier? And when will he come? So you should ask them that one is the purifier, and since you call him, this world must surely be impure. The golden age is called the pure world. Who would make this impure world pure? It is mentioned in the Gita that God himself truly taught Raj Yoga and enabled you to gain victory over those vices. Lust is the greatest enemy. You have to ask them, who said that he will teach you Raj Yoga and that lust is the greatest enemy? Who said that? He is omnipresent. In which scripture is this written? Of whom is it said that he is the purifier? Is the Ganga the purifier? Or is it someone else? Even Gandhiji used to say, "Oh purifier, come." The Ganges has always existed. It is not new. The Ganges should be called imperishable. It is the just that the element become tamanguni, and so they cause mischief. They make it overflow and bring floods. They then change the direction of its flow. In the golden age, everything works regularly. There cannot be too little or too much rainfall. There is no question of sorrow there. So let it remain in your intellect that the purifier is our Baba alone. When people remember the purifier, they call out, "Oh God, oh Baba." Who said this? Soul said it. You know that the purifier, Shiv Baba, has come. You definitely have to insert the world in corporeal. Otherwise, they believe the corporeal one to be this. Souls have become impure, and so you cannot say that all are God. To say I am Brahma or I am Shiva is the same thing. However, the master of creation is only the one creator. People give various, very long and complicated meaning. Ours is of just a second. You receive the Father's inheritance in just a second. The Father's inheritance is the kingdom of heaven. It is called liberation in life. This is bondage in life. You have to explain truly. When you come, you will come to give us the inheritance of heaven, liberation and liberation in life. This is why it is written that the vesture of liberation and liberation in life in the one. This also has to be explained. In the golden age, there is just the one original eternal deity religion. There is no name or trace of sorrow there. That is the land of happiness. It is the Sun dynastic kingdom here. Then in the Silver Age, it is the Moon dynastic kingdom. Then in the Copper Age, those of Islam and the Buddhists come. Each whole part is fixed. Such big parts are fixed in teeny point like soul and the Supreme Soul. You also have to write on the picture of Shiva. I am not a big as a Jyotirlinga, oval shaped light. I am like a star. Souls too are star. It is remembered. A wonderful star sparkles in the center of the forehead. So that is a soul. I am the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. However, I am the Supreme, the Purifier. My virtues are distinct. Therefore, all the virtue also have to be written. On one side, write the praise of Shiva, and on the other side, write the praise of Shri Krishna. They are opposite things. You have to write this very clearly so that people can read and understand it very clearly. Heaven and hell, happiness and sorrow, whether you call it the day and night of Krishna or the day and night of Brahma, it is the same thing. You know how happiness and sorrow continue. The sun dynasty has 16 celestial degree and the moon dynasty has 14 degree. One is completely Shatopradhan and the other is Sato. Those of the sun dynasty then become part of the moon dynasty. When those of the sun dynasty go into the silver age, they definitely take part in the moon dynasty clan. Although they do clan royal status. This thing should be made to sit in your intellect very well, to the extent that you stay in remembrance and become soul conscious. Accordingly, you will be able to imbibe. You will also do service very well. You would very clearly tell others, I sit like this, I imbibe like this, I explain in this way, and I tune the ocean of knowledge in this way. In order to explain to others, your tuning would continue all the time. It is a different matter for those who do not have knowledge. They would not imbibe anything. If they imbibe knowledge, they have to do service. Service is now continue to increase a great deal. Day by day, your praise will increase. So many people will then come to your exhibitions. So many pictures will have to be made. A very big marquee will have to be put up. In fact, solitude is needed to explain this thing. Our main picture are those of the tree, the cycle, and this picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. People do not be able to understand as clearly from the picture of Radha and Krishna who they are. At this time, you know that the Father is now making you pure like them. Not everyone will become complete to the same extent. Soul will become pure, but not everyone will imbibe knowledge. If someone does not imbibe knowledge, it is understood that he will claim a low status. Your intellect have now become so sharp. It is number-wise in every class. Some are clever and some are dull. This too is number-wise. If a good person is given a third-grade person to explain knowledge to him, he would think that there is nothing here. This is why effort is made to find someone good and explaining to a good person. Not everyone will pass to the same extent. Baba has a limit. The result of this study is announced every cycle. There are 8 men, 1 who pass, then 100, and then 16,000, and then the subjects. In that too there are very wealthy, the poor, all type. It is understood what type of effort each one makes at this time and what status he is worthy of receiving. A teacher would be aware of this. Teachers too are number wise. Some teachers are good and everyone is pleased that they teach well and also give a lot of love. It would only be good teacher who would make a small center into a big center. You have to do so much with your intellect. You have to become extremely sweet on the path of knowledge. Only when you have full yoga with the sweet Father will you become sweet and will you then also to able to imbibe. Many do not have yoga with such a sweet Baba. They do not even understand that while living at home with their family, they have to have full yoga with the Father. Storms of Maya will definitely come. Some would remember their old friend and relative, whereas others would remember something else. The remembrance of friend and relatives makes soul dirty. When there is rubbish in a soul, becomes afraid. You must not be afraid here. Maya will do this. Rubbish will definitely fall on us. Rubbish is thrown onto a fire at Holi. If we stay in remembrance of Baba, the rubbish does not remain. If you forget the Father, the number one rubbish of body consciousness will fall on you. Then greed, attachment, etc. will all come. You have to make effort for yourself and earn an income, and then also make effort to make others the same as yourself. Very good service takes place at these centers. When they come here, they say that they will make arrangement to open center, but as soon as they leave here, that finish. Baba himself tells them that they will forget all of these things. Here you have to stay in a bhatti until you become worthy of explaining to others. The connection with Shiv Baba is the sweetest. It can be understood that type of service you do. You definitely do receive the reward of doing physical service. Many do a lot of hard work. However, there are these subjects. There are subjects in that study and also in this spiritual study. The number one subject is remembrance, and then there is this study. All the rest is incognito. This drama has to be understood. No one knows that each one is 1250 years. For how long does the golden age continue? Okay. Which religion existed there? Who should have the maximum number of birth here? Buddhists and those of Islam, etc. will not take as many births. These things are not in the intellect of anyone. You should ask those who study the scripture. What is it that you refer to as the version of God? The Gita is the jewel, the mother of all scripture. In Bharat there was first the deity religion. What is their scripture? Who spoke the Gita? They cannot be the version of God Krishna. It is the task of God alone to carry out establishment and destruction. When did he come? In what form is he now? You definitely have to write the praise of Krishna opposite the praise of Shiv Baba. Shiva is the god of the Gita. Shri Krishna received his status by studying that. The 84 births of Shri Krishna are also shown. At the end, you also have to show the picture of adopted Brahma. It is as though we have a rosary of 84 births in our intellects. You also definitely have to show the 84 births of Lakshmi and Narayan. You have to tune the ocean of knowledge at night and think about this future. Liberation in life is received in a second. What should we write for that? Liberation in life means to go to heaven. However, it is only when the Father, the creator of heaven, comes that you become his children, because only then can you become the master of heaven. The golden age is a world of pure and charitable soul. This iron age is a world of sinful soul. That is a viceless world. There is no kingdom of Maya, Ravan. There, although we would not have any of this knowledge there, we will still have the thought, I am a soul, and this body has now become old, so I now have to shed it. Here no one even has knowledge of souls. You receive the inheritance of liberation in life from the Father. So you should also remember him. The Father gives the order, Manmana Bhava. Who said Manmana Bhava in the Gita? Who can say, remember me and remember the land of Vishnu? Krishna cannot be called the purifier. No one knows the secret of 84 paths. So you have to explain this to everyone. Understand this thing and bring benefit to yourself and to others, and you will receive a lot of regard. Be fearless and continue to go here and there yourself and to others, and you will receive a lot of regard. You are very incognito. You can change your dress and go and do service. Always have the picture with you. Acha to the sweet, beloved, long lost and now found children. Love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Pap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. We should say to the sweet father, Om Shanti, Namaste, Namaste, Namaste. Essence for Dharana. Number 1. Have full yoga with the sweet father and become extremely sweet and soul conscious. Tune the ocean of knowledge. First imbibe it yourself and then explain to others. Number 2. Make your stay strong. Be fearless. Have an interest in doing the service of changing human beings into deities. Blessing. May you be in a state of happiness with the fortune of happiness by constantly eating and feeding others the nourishment of happiness. Details. You children have true imperishable wealth, and so you are the wealthiest of all. Even if you only eat dry chapati, those dry chapati are filled with the nourishment of happiness. Nothing more is needed. You are the one who eat the best nourishment, the chapati of happiness. And so you are constantly in a state of happiness. Therefore, constantly stay in this state of happiness so that others who see you also become happy. For only then will be said to be soul who have the fortune of happiness. Today's slogan: a knowledgeful person is someone who does not waste a single thought or words. Om Shanti, Sweet Baba. Shukriya, Shukriya, Shukriya.